A new podcast is dramatizing the real-life events that were making headlines in the early 90s here in Chicago. It's called The Last Days of Cabrini Green, and it leans on the true stories about the buildings and community that made up the Cabrini Green housing development. Chicago's own Harry Lennox is among the actors bringing the story to life on Audible.
And he joins us now. Harry, thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Great to be with you. How are you, my friends?
Always great to talk to you, Chicagoan. We love speaking with you. So tell us how you got involved in this podcast. It's based on a nonfiction book, right? And it's a fictionalized version of things. Tell people what to expect.
Yes, it is based on a book and therefore also on real events. I remember, Dan Trell Davis being shot in the Cabrini Green housing projects. Of course, it's a much bigger story than that. It's about Cabrini Green and what came to be there. Vince Lane, of course, was the head of who I play, was the head of the Chicago Housing Authority. And it was that event, the shooting and killing of Dan Trell Davis, that motivated him to do a sweep, what I think was called Operation Sweep. He created, of course, also the Chicago Housing Authority Police Department, where I've had very many friends where they've worked and so forth. But that's what it's about, how, what the legacy really of the Cabrini Green housing project was.
Yeah, regarding that legacy, what was the miscalculation that went into creating such places, and what is the transition to something better?
Well, the legend is, the story that I've heard it is that there were a couple of reasons. One was that their building of the freeway, the 9094, necessitated a need to go through existing neighborhoods and to displace homes. Those people had to be put someplace. There's another sort of Chicago underground story that Mayor Daley at the time, who we used to call Old Man Daley, wanted to be able to control the means of egress and ingress into the Black populations in that area. And so, as you know, there's really no way to get on or off the freeway for several blocks on either side of it, so that effectively you've got people pinned in, as it were. And I think that was physical as well as psychological. People felt that they didn't really have an escape there, for at least many people thought that. And so that's really what motivated the building of these housing authorities, how to keep mass amounts of people under control, frankly, and in impoverished conditions.
Well, it's The Last Days of Cabrini Green is the podcast, and you're also going to Broadway with the play Purpose, right? One that you originated here in Chicago?
Yes, I was happy at the Steppenwolf Theater to be part of a company called Purpose by the tremendously talented young writer Brandon Jacobs Jenkins. And I guess, yes, we're set to open on Broadway, I think, on St. Patrick's Day. So any great Chicago Irishmen should come on out and celebrate with the cast of New York.
Well, if you're in town for the holiday, stop by, Harry. We'd love to see you.
I certainly will. Thank you, Robert.
There's The Last Days of Cabrini Green, now available on Audible.